Today, we're diving into a massive shift in how we make things. It's called Industry 5.0, and it's all about artificial intelligence breaking out of the cloud and landing right on the factory floor. And look, this isn't just about making robots faster. It's about building smarter, more responsive, and genuinely collaborative industries for all of us.
But to get us started, I've got a question for you. What in the world does this high-tech revolution have to do with something as simple as cream cheese? Just hold that thought for a bit. Trust me, the answer is going to surprise you, and it really drives home just how powerful this tech is.
Okay, first things first. We have to get our heads around the idea that we're moving way beyond simple automation. The whole era of just getting robots to do the same boring task over and over again, that's old news. We are stepping into a totally new phase, one that's less about replacing people and way more about boosting what they can do.
And that brings us right to Industry 5.0. See, the core idea isn't to replace humans, it's to work with them. The big vision here is a factory where human smarts and AI efficiency are basically a perfect team. The main goals are all about putting people first, building supply chains that can handle anything, and making sure we're manufacturing in a sustainable way. Using all this new intelligence to create less waste.
Now, the secret sauce making all this possible is a huge shift from cloud AI to edge AI. The old way, over on the left, meant sending all your data from the factory to some far-off server and then just waiting for it to get back. The new way, edge AI, processes that information right there on the spot. That means you get real-time decisions, your data is way more private because it never leaves the building, and everything keeps working even if the internet goes down. For a factory, that's an absolute game changer.
So what kind of hardware can actually do all that heavy lifting? I mean, to run these powerful AI models right there on the factory floor, you need some serious horsepower in a tiny, tough-as-nails package. Let's take a look at the computer on a chip that's making it all happen.
And here it is. Meet the hero of our story, the Arduino Pretenta X8. Now, this is not your typical Arduino board for weekend projects. This thing is a beast. It's what's called a high-performance system-on-module, basically built to be the brain for the next generation of industrial gear. And when I say high performance, I'm not kidding. This little board, about the size of a stick of gum, is packing a staggering 9 compute cores. It's literally a multi-core computer that can run a full Linux operating system, combined with a real-time microcontroller for those super precise split-second jobs. Honestly, the best way to think about it is right here, in this quote. It's like you took the power and flexibility of a Raspberry Pi for running complex stuff, and you mashed it together with the precise real-time control that Arduino is famous for. And it's all on one tiny rugged board. Let's dig into the key features for a sec, because this is what makes it so tough. It's got 2 different processors working together, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth are built right in, and this is huge for industry, it has a hardware security chip. On top of all that, it can work in insane temperatures, from a freezing -40 all the way up to 85 degrees Celsius. It is truly ready for the factory floor.
But look, amazing hardware is only half the story, right? You need the right software to actually make it do something cool. And that's where this agentic AI blueprint comes in. You can think of it like a flexible recipe or a framework for building and rolling out AI solutions super quickly on the edge.
Okay, I know this chart looks a little complicated at first, but the idea behind it is actually really simple. Data comes in from sensors on the factory floor. It gets crunched by an AI model, that's the inference agent, and the results pop up for a human operator to see. That person can then give feedback, which helps tune the system. It's this constant, intelligent loop between the person and the machine.
And this brings us to what an agent really is. What makes this whole framework so special is that an agent isn't just the AI. It could be a human operator making a call, it could be an AI model doing a calculation, or, and this is the magic part, it can be a collaborative agent, where the human and the AI are literally working together to solve the problem.
And here's what that collaboration actually looks like for the person on the floor. These interfaces put a human directly in the loop. The operator can see the AI's predictions in real time, a simple OK or non-OK status. And if they see something that's not quite right, they can correct it right there. It's this perfect blend of human intuition and machine speed.
So, that finally brings us back to our cream cheese. Now that we get the hardware and the software, let's see how it all comes together in a real factory to solve a real problem.
So, at the Quest Cream Cheese Factory, they are using this exact system to totally transform their quality control. You've got sensors watching every single critical variable: fat content, pH, temperature, pressure. The agentic AI is analyzing all of that data on the fly, predicting if anything is straying from the perfect recipe, and then flagging each batch as okay or not okay.
And the results? Well, they pretty much speak for themselves. With this system, the factory could get new monitoring setups running 80% faster than before. They slashed production downtime by a massive 65% just by catching tiny problems before they became big ones. And the AI's predictions are consistently over 95% accurate. This isn't just a small improvement, it's a total transformation.
Okay, so we've seen how powerful this is in one factory. But that makes you wonder, right? How does this agent-based approach really stack up against other edge AI systems that are out there? What makes it so different?
This chart shows you exactly where it fits in. Now, while all these other systems are great at what they do, just look down at the strategy row. You'll see that this framework is the first of its kind to be explicitly agent-based. That whole design philosophy, putting human-AI collaboration at the very center of everything, that's what makes it a perfect match for the human-centric vision of Industry 5.0.
And all of this brings us to one final, really powerful thought. We are heading into an era where humans and AI are no longer just a user and a tool. They're becoming co-workers, partners on the factory floor. This technology is already making better cream cheese. So the real question is, with this incredible new collaborative power, what amazing problems are we going to solve next?